me see. Yes. Welcome to the Quarter Report brought to you by the Red Knight Special. With this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Nut, man. And listen, we about to get off into it. You know what I mean? Hold on. This can't be right. Okay. Oh, I guess it's just whatever it is. It is what it is. Anyway, so your boy Corey Holcomb, right? Y'all know that's my main guy, man. I like what he be standing for when he be speaking, so that's why I rock with the kid. You dig? Anyway, we finna get off into this. But the man going in, I keep telling y'all, all these pictures, all these videos, all the things we've been seeing all over the internet. You go on your Instagram, every nationality, all they know is twerk and headshots. When you see pictures nowadays, it's everybody in the crowd with their back poked out and their head turned around. It's to the point where twerking has took over the nation in every race. Now I could pull up my Instagram and show y'all receipts, which I think I am gonna do, you know. But you could just go to type in like you finna type in somebody's name and the suggestion box that pop up ain't nothing but millions of females twerking. Now, nothing's wrong with a little twerk here and there. I don't see nothing wrong with a little twerk here and there. But it comes a problem when you twerk at every occasion. Y'all twerk at funerals. Y'all twerk at breakfast. Y'all twerk after you take a shit. Y'all twerk in hospitals. Y'all twerk at red lights. You twerk at stop signs. You twerk at fire hydrants. You twerk at your grandmother's birthday party. You twerk at your 2-year-old son's birthday party. So this twerking situation has become a pandemic through our city, through the world. But we're gonna get over to my boy Corey Holcomb and see what he has to say about the situation.
She knew what she was doing.
She was a little girl with the little basic hair hat on.
Cold and just
the eyelashes glued to the skin because the real hair gone from right there.
Yeah. And
that's what she was. And I was like, look, I left. It's witnesses. They was like, damn, Corey just got here about 3 minutes ago. I left because it was too many loose, unattended. Thank you. Too many loose, unattended, little. Same thing happened to Big Mike. Could have happened to me. What if I'd have pushed her from my umbrella? She'd have failed me like, Then it would have been a warrant out for Corey. You pushed the girl down.
yeah, man.
Most of them have a history of washing up in strange people places. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, man. It ain't easy to find a good woman because they not over there where you thought they was.
The black woman, remember how they done the black man with mass incarceration? The black woman is going to be a sex slave. She's going to be a slave to her desires to be pleased and pleasured through a Lord's hair and tit. And that's what the white man want because he had the same free reign during slavery. So the black woman has no other value other than turning her ass around.
Ain't this crazy? I've been saying this the whole time. I said it seemed like from just being on Facebook and Instagram and all that it seemed like the woman, the only thing it seemed like she got to offer now is the twerking in her head. So it's like when you meet a female, it's like what they got to offer is their ass in the head. You feel me? That's what you see now because that's all you see on the pictures is people turning nose, poking their ass out, and poking their head around. A whole group of people twerking their ass out. So it just let you know this is where they carry their value at is based in how they look. You dig what I'm saying? It's based on it's sad, but I get it. You feel me? If you got it, you want to pop it or whatever the case it is, but you cannot take any man that meets you under them circumstances take you serious. That's all we saying. That's all. That's all. I get what Charleston White saying.
That's why every picture, every video, you see black women with their sad to the camera. They don't look straight ahead no more. Black women do not take forward stern pictures like this. It gotta be so, homie. So that's the tone they setting for the future of the black woman.
And I've been saying this for the longest. This crazy, man. If you go down my Facebook and watch my videos, I've been saying this for the longest. Even my posts I done put up. I'm like, it's just crazy when all you see is women twerking and headshots on every single pin, on every social media app. This is how women promote themselves. So you gotta understand when a man look at you, he ain't looking at you to be like that's wifey material. And I think a lot of you women know that you're not wifey material. That's why you're comfortable in the lane that you is. That's why you're comfortable getting online talking about ain't no more good. All these niggas ain't nothing and this and that. You feel me? So I think y'all understand that you're really not nothing. Like they say, it take a ain't shit person to know a ain't shit person. You feel me? You know that whole saying, it take one to know one. You feel me? So when you get to putting uh start saying what niggas ain't, like they say, if you think negative thoughts, you're gonna get negative results. You feel me? Like if you think all niggas ain't shit, then every nigga you gonna run into gonna be an ain't shit nigga. But if you start thinking like, man, I know it's still some good men out here. Maybe I need to change up the location that I'm looking for these good men in. Maybe I need to stop posting up pictures with just my ass and my head poked out. Cause when he see me, he don't see me. He looking at my ass and my head. And how long do I think you know what's crazy? People change the narrative. They said uh uh benefit. I mean, relationships where it's just y'all having sex or whatever the case it is last longer than regular relationships. You feel me? And for a long time, people ran with that theory, and I'm like, "What you mean? Half of you people that just having sex with, having relations with people, got a nigga on at home anyway. So y'all talking about just having sex that lasts long as your side piece type shit. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is at the end of the day, don't quit moving the goalposts. Stop moving the goalposts to make your point valid. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the this is the same. Everything that's going on now been going on since the beginning of time. All this that's going on in this world been going on since the beginning of time. The cheating, the lying, the sneaking, the upfront shit. All this been going on. It's just more magnified because you got social media. Everybody got a platform now. Now you got a feed before the social media thing, female was just screaming out their front door. All these niggas ain't nothing. Nah, 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 nah. Now with the social media, they ain't gotta scream out their door because everybody's in everybody's business. So you can sit there and post something on there and be like, "Ooh," and then you'll hear one female say, "All niggas ain't shit," and then you'll see a whole flock of bitter females commenting on it. Like, yeah, girl, they ain't nothing. But then you ask all these same females, what do you have going on in your life that a man can look at and be attracted to besides your butt and your picture? You feel me? Like most of these females, oh, I got a job. Do you? So if you got a job and you got a career, the average person wouldn't even be worried about somebody else. They be focusing on their career, and if you focus on your career and focus on you, guess what? Somebody's gonna come your way that's in your lane. But if you in a certain lane thinking that nobody on your lane, but you looking for a man, but you go down to everybody else lane and go hang out where everybody else hanging at, and you go grab a nigga from a whole different lane than you, and then when he fuck you over, then you sitting there saying, "Oh man, all niggas ain't shit." That's crazy. That's all you hear nowadays. All niggas ain't nothing. All niggas ain't nothing. You feel me? All dudes ain't nothing. Dumbass in. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. Man, anyway, man, let's get back to the video, man.
He gets a whole book on how to make slave. So this generation of women, they're wrestling and they're being possessed with the spirit, like the young boy was possessed with the gangster spirit.
So, I think you guys saw the situation in the Lululemon store. The girls twerking. It was ignorant as it was ignorant. Why are you doing that in an establishment? Was it a protest? Was it a protest? It's just like the flight attendant that was twerking. Why are we doing that? I'm tired of this. Do you? No, girl, do you? No, do you understand that fucking stupid?
So we all gonna stand right here and just pretend and act like we don't know what that man that owned Lululemon, we don't know what he meant when he was talking about black women.
So all we gonna have is gangster if we don't fight against what they're this is being propagated.
What was the reason? What was the reason? This is the ghettoification that everybody's talking about. And I know some black girls were getting offended because they're like, what do you mean the ghettoification? We have to stop being so quick to be offended. That's a sign of insecurity because not all black women are created the same. That's some shit I would have never done as a black woman. I actually understood what he meant. We tend to hypersexualize everything. We tend to just turn everything super degenerate.
I hear what she's saying, right? But at the same time, she got her breast about to fall out her shirt. So if you hold a conversation with any man, you think he not gonna look at them big shiny look like two big old shiny balloons on your chest, chocolate covered balloons on your chest, that and you think he not gonna look at that? We tend to oversensitive. Look at that's why they showing his picture like this and letting her talk.
We tend to just, we slum it out. We slum it out. And he didn't want his slummed out. And what did we do? We slummed it out. Why? Why? What point are you trying to prove other than the point that he was making?
And of course, a lot of ladies in the community is going to be very upset for what this lady said about the hypersexualization. But guess what? If it doesn't pertain to you, then walk on by. But if it does, lace them boots up and walk a country mile in them mugs. But my question is, what were you trying to achieve? What was your main goal? What was the end game of all of this chicanery? But then again, this isn't nothing new. Remember a few years ago when the ladies invaded a upscale restaurant in Dallas and the owner had to come out and get upset for them to stop? And of course, the community was in an uproar. How dare you? How dare you say anything to us? Because we can do exactly what we want in your place, right?
So the other day I saw this video.
Yeah, see, and that's the problem right there. You feel me? This man done built him a restaurant from the ground up, a nice establishment where black folks can go and sit down and have a meal. And every time black people mess up shit for black people. I don't care what nobody say. Black people mess up shit for black people. That's what they do. Everything we get in life, we fuck it up for ourselves. Black men build a restaurant, we can sit down just like normal folks and have a meal and talk amongst our people. Here come the ratchet. Here come the ratchet. They want to come up in there 7 deep, loud, jumping on tables and chairs, twerking, and like people didn't come there to go to. If they wanted to see that, they would have went to the club. See, the thing about black people, they don't know when to turn it off and turn it on. You feel me? Like on the real though, like even when you look at police stops, or when police pull up on scene, first thing it is always screaming and yelling, and then everybody wonder why the police get to flipping them. They can't understand nothing when you got 8, 9 motherfucking females screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs. Y'all do that even when y'all holding a conversation. Y'all can't even hold a conversation amongst each other without y'all all talking at the same time. And I don't think y'all pay attention. I think y'all do, but y'all only answer to the person in the crowd that you want to answer back to when y'all hear them talking. I'm just being real with you. I ain't trying to be funny and talk, but just pay attention. If you really just watch these videos, go and watch videos of females argue and talk when they argue. They all screaming and yelling at the same time. You can't understand that nobody like I understand why females always so quick to fight because y'all don't understand. Y'all don't give each other enough time to talk. Y'all just spaz the fuck out. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Of these women twerking at a restaurant. People are yelling at their table, trying to hype them up. They're trying to get the whole crowd involved. Some people are obviously not feeling it. And this is when the apparent owner of said restaurant comes out and tells them to basically take all that booty shaking action somewhere else, because this is not the place.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about our...
Why do you think it's so hard?
Because she got body.
Why do you think it's so hard to find a good woman?
Oh,
I would
man.
love for anybody in here to answer that. Why do you think it's hard to find a good woman? The reason it's hard to find a good woman is because a good woman is somewhere being a good woman.
Right.
It's simply put like
It's just that simple. To find a good woman, you can't find the reason why it's hard to find a good woman because they somewhere being a good woman. You feel me? A good woman ain't the woman out hunting for nothing and putting herself in a situation where she's sloppy drunk every night, hanging at a bar trying to find love. Because you're not finding love. You're finding a hard missile to take you down. You're getting a hard missile, and then next thing you know, you won't get that missile. He's not gonna respect you after a couple of weeks. After he done beat it up every which way from Sunday, he's gonna act different with you. You know why? Because your hot pocket wasn't hot. It was mild.
a good woman is somewhere being a good woman. That's why you don't see them in the club half naked, sweated out in the summertime.
And let's not act like the foul behavior is just isolated to incidences when doing stupid things in public like twerking, booty time flash mobs, all up in the restaurants, all up in the Lululemons. No, no, no. We are even going to take it further. These harlotans of the Jezebel spirit representing it live and direct, celebrating when they delete their own baby.
I ain't looking for no friends when we bands on. With the baby. With the baby. The baby. Baby.
At the abortion clinic. This is what's funny to these women. This is what's crazy. It's funny thing to them that they wear they think. And when you really think about all these women talking about all these people talking about police killing black people and black people. Women kill more black people than anything. All you women that got about 9 or 10 abortions, y'all killers. Y'all murderers. Because y'all keep putting, this is why I would say 1, 2 times, okay, you made a mistake, okay, you was drunk. But when it getting up to getting the 8 and 9, 10 abortions, when you get that kind of boy, that means you just a careless motherfucker that don't care that you getting rid of a life. You're not even emotionally attached to that what's growing in you. It's like, yeah, hurry up and get this up out of me. Your inside probably feel like a grocery store parking lot because you done got everything scraped about you. Yeah. And then because you have one child out of all the 8 or 9 or 2 kids out of 8 or 9 of the ones that you aborted, you want somebody to tell you Happy Mother's Day. Nah, we ain't gonna tell you Happy Mother's Day. We're gonna tell you Happy Death Day. Cause you done knocked down 8 or 9 babies and only kept one. You done had 8 or 9 abortions, and because you got one baby, you want to say you should be celebrated. No, you're a murderer. Yes. I don't care what the world says about you having the right to get rid of the kid. Yeah, you got the right to be responsible enough to wrap it up too. You got the right to realize that this kid that's growing in your body didn't ask to be there. Your carelessness what did that. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
You sound like I was with. I got pregnant by him and had an abortion.
This nasty ass chick had an abortion and tried to flush it down the toilet, and because she couldn't do it, so she melted to the baby father after she had a miscarriage at her house. I mean, not even a miscarriage; she did it purposely. Got an abort. Man, you got to. I'm gonna bring the real story up, the whole story.
But I had a home abortion. I delivered the baby in the toilet, but I couldn't flush it, so I mailed it to her. $1.
Nasty.
Right. And she on TV popping it, talking about I had a home abortion and melted. Bitch, you are nasty. You're nasty. And these the bitches that get on here talking about all niggas ain't shit. What the fuck are you? Come on, man. This shit crazy. I'm so tired of this shit.
This town needs an enema.
Greetings, you polite savages.
You've been had, been took, been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Boy, you polite savages, one of the most important things that you learn growing up is how to conduct yourself in public. A matter of fact, when you go to establishments, you need to act like you've been there before. You need manners, training, and timing. All of this blabble about they're going to judge us, so we're going to act any way we want. Sounds like a whole bunch of cope. Cope like you've been on that dope. And what's going on with us nowadays? The image is absolutely out the window. You YNs walking around fighting in the street, young ladies walking around acting like trollops, shaking it and busting it down wide open like they on a gram or on the Only Hams, shaking a barriere all up on people in restaurants and Lululemon store. And then you got the nerve to turn around and wonder why people don't want to deal with you. This internet image lasts forever, an eternity, and one day you're going to try to get a job. And just maybe this viral video is going to pop up in somebody's mind, and they're going to look at you and say, hey, you kind of look familiar. No job for you, no soup for you, and guess what? You deserve it.
But it ain't even, and it gets deeper than that, though. You feel me? It's like a lot of these females now don't realize that at some point in your life, right, you're going to get older and you're going to have kids. And your kids is going to grow up, and the internet is here to stay. As you can see, it's only getting worse, and they're going to be, and it's only getting worse. And they can, with this AI stuff, they just make everything look totally different. Like they just, you know what I'm saying? They can put this, they can put what they say, they can make it juicier for the viewers. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it's like you got to think about your steps that you making and think about how it's going to affect you in the long run. I don't think people think about their future when they out there acting out. I don't think nobody do when you're a youngster and you live in your life. But some things in life you got to really think about before you do it because it can come back to bite you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people realizing that because a lot of people done lost jobs based on what they done posted on Facebook. Done lost jobs based on what they company done seen on Instagram. You wearing a little company uniform, twerking in the hospital and stuff. People are losing their jobs behind things like that. You feel me? Because they don't want no ratchetness representing their company. You got to worry about people being sick, coming to the hospital, and you around the bed twerking, trying to shoot a Instagram live or a TikTok live. Man, that's ridiculous, man. Y'all taking it too far, ladies. You are taking it too far. Please believe I like to twerking, but it's a time and place for everything. You dig? It is a time and place for everything. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Because you need to think about the future. What's going on here nowadays? Grown-ass people acting like little immature children. These are grown women.
Oh, you don't want people like me to buy your stuff? I'll show you and buy so much stuff. Really showing them. I can't afford it, so more power to them.
Hey, ladies, remember when you said that you were the least protected, when nobody wanted to protect you during the Brick Lady thing, that folks didn't want to be involved with you because you were acting crazy in public? Well, this is what we're talking about. Twerking in a Lululemon store? Really? This is where it's come down to? Twerking in restaurants, acting a dang fool and wondering why nobody wants to deal with you? And yes, I know it's not all ladies in the community, but y'all need to speak up. You need to be making videos like this, talking straight crazy, greasy to these ladies, making you look like a damn.
But the problem is, women don't talk to each other. Women co-sign each other. That's the difference. Women, only time a woman would check another woman on something is when they get into it with that woman. Other than that, women stick together. They could a woman can be wrong and know she wrong, but she gonna paint a narrative to make everybody else believe that she was right, and every female around there going in the back of their mind, they like, man, this bitch mine. But they don't care about that. They gonna go along right along with it, throw their pom poms in the air and be like, yeah, she right. She telling the truth. She right. You feel me? Yeah. This is how it goes down. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm starting to realize, man, like I used to try to be politically correct and I used to be trying to be say the right things, but it's to the point now where I don't give a rat's ass about nobody's feelings. Fuck their feelings. I'm gonna speak my mind and speak on how I feel on it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you people need to be talked to like this. A lot of you people need to have somebody in your face telling you you ain't shit because you really ain't. You know what I'm saying? You can see the problem is with you ain't shit people. What y'all do is right. Y'all put on all these expensive clothes to cover up the fact that you a piece of shit underneath when you tear them layers of clothes off. You feel me? You smell like dog shit when you pull them layers of clothes, all them expensive designer clothes off. Now you smell like dog. The real you get exposed. But when you stepping out there and you trying to look nice for everybody else, and not, and you really still don't feel good on the inside, because you get on here one day talking, well, I'm so in love. Look at the man I got. Look at the girl I got. I'm just so in love. And then 3 days later, you see a post talking about if a nigga ain't gonna meet me halfway, a nigga better go jump off a building. The nigga weird if he ain't talking about paying all my bills. What the hell? Oh, you thought that nigga was gonna pay all your bills because he took you out and bought you a burger, took you to a restaurant when you first met him. You seen a few little dollars. You thought you had one, huh? So you women gotta understand your brain. Yeah, your brain's gonna take you further than your looks is. Your looks gonna get you that quick money. Your brain's gonna get you that long money. You hear me? That's what you gotta understand about life. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think. I tell people all the time, everything I ever got from the game that I got, um, that came to me fast from hustling or whatever it was, I no longer have it. The things that I worked for, I still had possession of them items. With them items, I done got played out of situations. This is why I be the way I be towards everybody now. You know what I'm saying? When you done put your all in the people and try to be there for people and look out for people, and only thing you tell people to do, yeah, tap in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And niggas got excuses and niggas got this and everything. Then it just make you feel like, okay, cool. You just fall back. I get it. It's cool. Because when a person gonna do what a person gonna want to do, when a person don't do it, you can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. So you just stay away from them kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, let's go get back to the video because I'm running my lips and I don't give a shit. You did. But anyway, no, on the real though, man, all bullshit aside though, man, I be coming at you women like I said because I need y'all to step it up because y'all sending the wrong message out there. To another young girl that's looking at you. You telling these young girls by the actions, by them observing what you doing, that it's cool to throw your pussy around like it's a bag of gold, and it ain't. Truth be told, a lot of you women have fool's gold between your legs. Everything that glitter ain't gold. And y'all probably could say the same thing for these men out here. Everything you run into a man thinking he gonna break you down, bust you down, and then you realize you you been Jew jangled. You been Jew dangled. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But right now we ain't talking about the men. We talking about you rust buckets. That's what we're talking about. And the shoe fit to wear it. Because I'm not talking to all the women out there. Because I know a lot of good women, female friends, and regular family members, and people that are good people that really just, trying to do their thing. You know what I mean? But and for the most part, I know way more of them that's just living their best life. You know what I'm saying? What that old saying go, she belong to the streets. Them, I know a lot of them that belong to the streets. That ain't shit. You dig what I'm saying?
Damn fool in public.
Playing with her, lady. I see why the rapping, when they finally get the money, they act how they act with the women. When the essence of a real woman come around, or they paying stuff, say, man, don't do that in front of her. Then it's naturally what we done it because her presence of a woman,
Right.
don't get that.
That's real talk, man. What he's saying though, on a real when a real woman walk in the room, every man recognize a real woman because its demeanor change and her demeanor ain't going the energy in her gonna demand a different type of respect. You feel me? But when a ratchet chick walk in the room, every nigga recognize that because every nigga gonna act the same when he approaching her. You feel me? He gonna walk up to her and act the same. Hey, damn girl, you think niggas don't even be looking females in it. Damn girl, you think all that ass on you, girl? Shit. Huh. Yeah, girl, what you got going on here? You trying to take a ride with me? Do you think that's husband? Man, this should be crazy to me. It'd be like if you sit back and observe and watch the game, you see what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You see what it is.
Respond.
Okay.
Most women are putting trash into the community. The kids ain't. The kids are wild, untamed, little.
And the biggest problem in the community is that everybody wants everything, but doesn't want to work for anything.
Right.
You want to be respected, but you don't want to earn that respect. You want political power, but you don't want to earn that political power because there's strength in numbers. But still, we be celebrating when we're deleting fetuses. Fetus delete us. It's a common thing. Just search it on TikTok and see what you see. Absolutely disgusting. And the bottom line is that a lot of these ladies just don't want accountability. They hate accountability. They don't want to hear about accountability. Nobody can tell them nothing. Oh, you think you my dad? Well, I'm going to show you this because obviously she didn't have a dad. And it goes back generational. You see, because she wasn't raised right, she figures that she doesn't have to act right. And guess what? Her children, they're not going to be raised right. A never-ending cycle of ridiculousness. And it keeps going on. Back in the day, we brought up bonnets. You ladies couldn't stand it. Then Monique brought up bonnets. You ladies couldn't stand it. Nobody can tell you anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. The malfunction is so deep. Deeper than Atlantis. Deeper than the seafloor traveled by the mantis. But one thing that we will know, you can't always get what you want, especially when you're not ready for the show.
My question is to you ladies. When are you going to take your image back from women that talk like her? You want the image, our ethnic image to be better? Black men have to fight and are continue to fight to wrestle our image back to have one of respect, power, and confidence. When are you ladies going to fight to take your image back from that? Unless you want to be associated with bonnets and slippers in the damn airport.
And I want to address all the backsliding, serpent-tongued, double-speaking harlatans out there. Claiming upon claiming, capping in, absolutely lying, saying we only talk about one type of woman, even though we feature Cardi B, had something to say about her. Feature Kim Kardashian, had something to say about her. Only Hams models had something to say about them. But you absolutely had to only hear what you wanted to hear. Another part of the delusional mindset of the modern woman. Oh my goodness, I can't hear any criticism. Man, you'd throw yourself off a bridge if you had to admit that you were actually wrong. But look at what we have here. Look what we've put out. The image upon image is horrible, internationally and throughout the continental United States. Everybody thinks that this is exactly how you are.
Monique came out and tried to be as nice as possible, and you had the bonnet brigade make videos about their right to wear bonnets. And then they went and got a bunch of gay guys to stand next to them on a damn coalition. When are y'all gonna fight to say, I'm tired of this, just like you want black men to be tired of that? You want to stop being called and stop letting women like that run your reputation, your ethnic image down, calling your black men. So don't talk to me about racism, white supremacy, and all this other kind of stuff when we get lynched every day by women who speak like that. We don't have to worry about institutionalized racism, white supremacy. Women like that do the job just fine.
And when we come here and say, no, you could be better, you could do better, you must do better, we got to teach the next generation better, including the young men. When we came out and said it ain't about drill rapping, it's the most dangerous form of music in the world, and it's absolutely horrible. You folks didn't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear anything or any criticism. You just want to exist in a world where you think you're perfect. But guess what? There's something rotten in Denmark. The meat's rotten off the bone, and it's time to fix it. Because the mind virus of the flesh-eating bacteria in the traveling pants of I could do no wrong is absolutely destroying the community. And back to this celebratory action of deleting fetuses, killing the next generation, being irresponsible because you have an out. Everything has to be an out. And then you're the first one to sit here and say, well, I didn't want the child, but he talked me into it, like you didn't have options to get rid of the child. Y'all out here playing skin to skin, the only way to win.
Right. And that's what's crazy. Everybody talking about that's not right. That they stopping people from getting abortion, telling women what to do with their body. But y'all think it's right for you to keep getting pregnant and aborting them? You think that like I mean, what you do with your body is what you do with your body. I will say that, right? But as a human being, as the lives that you taken, like you cannot, you're the you the one committing mass genocide. When you think about it, like I said, when you got 89 abortions because you so irresponsible, where you ain't wrapping it up, and the person that you just letting run up in you, you just don't, you just letting them run up in you because it's just something to do, because you're just trying to get your shit off. But see, what you don't understand is what they say: a good 15 minutes or 20 minutes of pleasure can lead you to a lifetime of hell. And I don't think a lot of people get that. So, but they only concerned with the fact that, they only concerned with the fact that thinking about themselves, what's going to inconvenience them, or having a child go inconvenience them. Well, if that's the case, then you should have thought about that before you decide to abort it. You know what I'm saying? Or decide to have sex, and now you have to abort it. You feel me? So my thing is, man, we just gotta be more responsible. That's all. I look at it like, you feel me? Like if nobody speak on it, then the world gonna be in this matrix where you're gonna be thinking the way that you live is right. And a lot of y'all don't realize y'all so caught up in the wave. And I'm finna tell you how you know y'all all caught in the wave out there, right? I never change who I am. I never follow trend. I never do none of that. You guys are so much of followers that if one, do you remember when everybody was drinking Douce? You remember before that, everybody was drinking Hennessy. You remember before that, everybody was drinking. See, it's like when one person say, "Oh, this is good," instead of the world tasting it and being like, "Oh," they'll be like, "It's cool," but then they start drinking it because everybody else drinking it. They ain't gonna drink what they like to drink. They gonna drink what everybody else drinking. The same way people go buy clothes. You go buy, oh, that car clean. So a lot of people go try to get the same car, if not what. It's like nobody has their own identity anymore. It's like we look at the internet, we look at different situations and things to dictate how we move and how we should look and how we should feel. You dig what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day. So, this video, man, that's playing, man, it's just a reminder to myself pretty much, and so I can have something to look back on, you know what I mean? Because I look at a lot of female, like I said, I hold females to a higher standards than any men on walking the earth, just based on the fact that y'all reproduce. But when you use your reproduction system, excuse me, as a like a garbage disposal, because that's what it seemed to be like. It seemed like, okay, put all your trash in here, and if a baby come up out of here, we gonna blend this baby up out of here, because I can't afford it. Instead of you saying, because you don't like the way condoms feel, instead of you saying, let me wrap it up or take the day after pill, or the day after pill costs too much money, I ain't finna pay for that. But ain't the day after pill more cheaper than going to go get a baby unalived the body, suck the body? I know it sounds crazy the way I'm saying it, but when you look at the actions of it, that's pretty much what you're doing, right? You feel me? Like you go watch that movie Baby Boy, how Shorty came up out of there after that abortion. You feel me? She was heart hurt. This female in the video that I just played, when you go and watch the video again, she was standing in front of the abortion building, out there twerking, laughing, talking, and then they show another female talking about nigga thought he was gonna have me stuck all summer. What? That's what, and this is what your little daughters and your nieces and your family looking up to and looking at right now. Y'all the role models. All you females that's in y'all late 40s, almost 50 some years old, still wearing see-through clothes, hanging out. You supposed to be doing grandma stuff. You talking about I look too good to be grandma. Yeah, I look too good to be grandmama. You look too good to. No, you don't. Cause as soon as you throw that hip out one way, trying to twerk and shake at that club, it's gonna be over for you. Ain't no nigga gonna want you to see that. And then they be like, why do dudes date younger women and women date younger men? Because for one thing, unlike it used to be back in the day, people wanted to grow old together. You feel me? They don't want to grow old together. We live in a time where a person said, what are two people in their late 60s going, how they gonna help each other? Her knees, her back, her knees, her back is hurting. On top of she always having hot flashes all the time. This nigga back and knee hurting. He can barely walk. He over there with a cane getting around. So you got two old people together, which is in the public eyes. Oh, that's cool. They grow old together and they passed away. Oh, that's cool. But at some point, you want somebody that's gonna be able to help you. If you get hurt, or she wants somebody that's gonna be able to help her. If she get hurt, she'll want, damn girl, you know you getting heavy now. I can't just be picking you up like that. Goddamn, my back hurt. What the hell wrong with you? Shit, you got to told your old ass to take your goddamn medicine. You don't want to take your medicine. I'm just saying, no, man, like nobody wants to be in that kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you is around the same age and y'all plan on growing old together, the best thing to do is start going to the gym and working out. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the video off, and I got a little bit more talking I'm gonna do. I just want to get through this video because I can run my mouth. I don't get read that with nobody. Think me, I'm gonna run my mouth. You ain't got to look at it. You ain't got to tune in. You ain't gotta like it, and you definitely ain't gotta subscribe. I'm not mad at all. It's cool because I'm gonna keep on talking and keep on spitting my message out there, and they gonna catch on. They gonna catch on. Sooner or later, they gonna catch on. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Whatever happened to taking your time, making sure that you know the person, making sure that if you're going to engage in that activity, there is protection. You can't turn around and say every dude that you know is irresponsible, then you also be irresponsible. But like I said, when we opened up this whole conversation, nobody has to know your entire business. And ever since you had TikTok, ever since you had Instagram, you had to put everything you did on the gram. Do it for the gram, even if you're talking about cold-blooded double homicide. You dig?
You just had an abortion? Twins?
Yeah, double homicide. I'm sorry.
I just said that. She said, I just had an abortion. Twins. The girl yelled, double homicide. Double homicide. You feel me? Cause you so irresponsible to the point where you let niggas slamming they meat up in you and busting up in you. Cause I think women forget the fact that when you engage in sexual relations with somebody, y'all share emotional and spiritual connection that happens up in there after a while. That's why the whole thrust of y'all beating it, like going through it, y'all body connecting, y'all it goes through something. But when you look at your body as like a garden tool, when you sit back and look at yourself like this just a nigga I like, I'm finna let him smash, then you get pregnant. Then the thing to me is you weird ass niggas that's busting up in these females, right? You might as well as soon as you busting it, hand her the money to get the day after pill. Cause if not, you're gonna wait a couple of weeks or a couple of months, then she gonna hit you with that. I need $500 to get rid of this. Yeah, I'm pregnant. And half of these females already done took that pill and got it over with. They just taking that 500 from you and pocketing it. You feel me? But this woman just said, I had abortion, twins. And the other girl said, damn, double homicide. Women don't be wanting to hear that shit because a lot of women that don't want to hear the women that got 6, 7, 8 abortions. You just like the police. You knocking down your own people, but you doing it differently. I'm just saying. You can get mad at me all you want, but the truth is the truth. Just like you can tell a man, hey, nigga, that's why your dick small. And all you women run with it. I can tell you the truth about how I feel about y'all aborting these with kids. Quit being irresponsible and bending over and letting niggas bust in you. Quit. Wrap it up. Be safe. Be smart. Then you won't have to have that stigma on your back. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's finish this off.
Who had the common double homicide?
I did.
Right here. All right. Step to the front.
I remember this Black Lives Matter, that was crazy during the pandemic. And one of my girlfriends, she hit me up and she was like, yo, we gotta do more. And I'm like, what more should we do? Like, we done been to 15 marches. She was like, nah, but we gotta do more. And I was like, well, what else do you want to do? She was like, I'm sick of these cops killing black men. And I was like, but you done had 10 abortions. You've killed more black men than the city of New York City.
Hold on. I need to bring that back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I hear that again.
She hit me up and she was like, yo, we gotta do more. And I'm like, what more should we do? Like, we done been to 15 marches. She was like, nah, but we gotta do more. And I was like, well, what else do you want to do? She was like, I'm sick of these cops killing black men. And I was like, but you done had 10 abortions. You've killed more black men than the city of New York City. All your kids gonna be in heaven like, but who was you? Why you marching for them other people? Why you ain't marching for us?
No one could foresee this. I don't give what nobody say about the Bible and the Quran.
Hold on. I got to bring that back.
Everything you did on the gram, do it for the gram. Even if you're talking about cold-blooded double homicide. You dig?
You just had an abortion? Twins?
Yeah, double homicide. I'm sorry.
Who had the common double homicide?
I did.
Right here. All right. Step to the front.
I remember this Black Lives Matter, that was crazy during the pandemic. And one of my girlfriends, she hit me up and she was like, yo, we gotta do more. And I'm like, what more should we do? Like, we done been to 15 marches. She was like, nah, but we gotta do more. And I was like, well, what else do you want to do? She was like, I'm sick of these cops killing black men. And I was like, but you done had 10 abortions. You've killed more black men than the city of New York City. All your kids gonna be in heaven like, but who was you? Why you marching for them other people? Why you ain't marching for us?
No one could foresee this. I don't give what nobody say about the Bible and the Quran. Man, God didn't factor in internet.
And that's real spill right there on the. That's real talk right there, man. Like, I don't know what be going on in this world, but I just be feeling like people just don't people just don't take this life serious. Like, and I get it because, the way life is going, it's not lasting. People is coming and going fast. People ain't taking care of themselves healthy wise, and they're in these streets playing these games. But at the end of the day, man, I need everybody to understand one thing. And one thing, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. For real. I don't do the shit I do to worry about another motherfucker feelings. I used to. I used to worry about how a person feeling if they was all right. If you need anything, hit me up. I'm there for you and all that old kind of shit. But now it's like, fuck them. I don't care no more. It's to the point where if you ain't in my immediate circle, I don't care no more. You can extend the olive branch to a motherfucker all day long. You did, and people would not capitalize on it. People don't even, it's crazy is people will never capitalize on the olive branch that you extend to them. But when they're in need of something, then they want to know how to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you saying, yeah, man, come rock, woo, 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 and you tell them what you got going on, whatever. They, oh, yeah, for sure. Niggas don't, no. It's when they in need of you. That's when you hear from niggas. You feel me? And that's the problem we have as black people. We also caught up in this trying to please the world and make everybody believe that they real motherfuckers and they just all, man, it's just weird out here. Then when you start working on yourself and start being like, you know what? My problem is, like I say, my mom always told me, nigga, your heart is bigger than your brain. So when you them words start hitting you in your head, and then you be like, yo, it's time to switch it up, man, and start focusing on me and my family and fuck everybody else because at the end of the day, ain't everybody else don't give a fuck about you and what you got going on. You dig what I'm saying? You got fake niggas claiming that they your homies. You feel me? You got fake family members that act like they fuck with you, but then as soon as you're not around, they run in your mouth behind your back. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell people, I don't care You know what I'm saying? You can talk about me all you want. I never tripped on that. It's when you stop talking about me with that, I gotta worry about something. You feel me? Cause long as I keep my name, long as you keep my name in your mouth, I'm gonna keep making my name taste like shit in your mouth. So you're gonna keep on having nothing but negative shit to say about me anyway. Cause I'm gonna make sure of that. And I'm gonna keep putting you fake ass niggas on blast out there. And that's real. I'm gonna keep putting all you fake ones on blast out there. I promise you this. So every time y'all come at me try to act like y'all just some hidey mind, like y'all shit don't stink. Listen, half you people to stick together to get along, gang. Man, you know how much shit I can say about your circle? So much shit I can say about the people in your circle, how fake and watered down and how they go against the grain for certain. Like I can say a lot. I choose to keep my mouth shut because I know the truth. See, the problem is how I know the truth because I look at how other motherfuckers feel about their everyday life and everyday self. You feel me? When you start getting on Facebook, when you get to sitting here going in, start telling them off or saying all kind of weird shit on Facebook, that means you're not comfortable and happy in your life. Because every woman on here that I know that's happy in their life, the ones I see that got a husband or they or got a boyfriend, and not the ones that post pictures every day, goddamn day, talking about we're so happy. No, not them motherfuckers. I'm talking about the ones that you look at, you can go through their page. They might not post pictures of them and they motherfucker all the time, but you know that they with that motherfucker though, and they got pictures up showing it. Not you females that take a picture of every nigga that you fuck with and you post it on your page. Not you, women. It's a whole lot of you women. Y'all got a body count. You got a body count on your Facebook. Explain to me how ran through your shit is. When you go on these female pages and you see 30 different niggas that they was once in a relationship with, and they, my boo, I just love you. Yeah, you just love everybody who show you attention. That's all it is. And I know people gonna say, what make you qualified to speak like this? Because of the life I walked through and the women, the journey I done been through with you ratchet ass females. Some good, some bad. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm just only speaking my mind though. You feel me? This is my opinion. So don't take it personal. You feel me? Don't sit there and get in your feelings. If the shoe fit, wear it. You feel me? Like, my thing is like when I see older women who dress nice and you feel me? They putting up pictures of themselves. That's cool. I love that. It's when I see the ratchet part of the pictures when they start bending over, twerking like they 15 to or 18 to fucking 20 some years old, acting like they. That's the problem I had. Not the women that just be taking regular pictures. It be the women who up in my age or a little younger or whatever, and they acting like you feel me, like they still in their early 20s. Like, come on, man, that ain't for you no more. That it don't look good on you. The people around you might gas you up, and that's what women do. That's what y'all be wrong at. Y'all gas a female up. It was. I posted a video before on Facebook about a female when it got her a BBL. Right, she was a skinny female, and they put a BBL on her, and it just looked disgusting. I'm talking about. But her friends, when she walked up, was like, "Oh, girl, you look so pretty." I think you females ain't shit. You know, as soon as y'all left that film, you was like, girl, why she do that to herself? She look fucked up. She like a rooster, a wishbone rooster. I know that's what y'all be doing. Y'all ain't shit. You females that so-called friends, y'all ain't shit, man. And you know it. And you know it. But it's all good, though. I ain't mad. As long as you ain't mad, I ain't mad. When you get mad, I'm going to get more mad. That's what you gotta understand. But not mad to the level where I'm gonna be on your time. I get mad at the fact, see, when I get mad, I sit back and get the plotting. You feel me? I sit back, I get to observing how I'm gonna flip this situation and make it work for me. I'm not gonna get in my feelings like that. But I'm gonna make it where I'm gonna get the last laugh. You feel me? See, the thing about me is I let you know what it is from the gate. You see what it is. The thing about a lot of people, they lie about what they got going on in their life. You'll meet somebody and they'll be like, oh no, I ain't got no girl. You meet me and I'll tell you, yeah, I got a girl. You want to meet her? See, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will say they got what I would tell you I got what. Hey, come on, you want to go meet her? You know what I'm saying? So, but you people are weird out here, and then y'all be saying niggas is weird. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand. Let's compare the weirdness. Let's compare the weirdness. What's weird? Okay, let's start with the head. You feel me? We go get haircuts. Now on the internet, oh my bad, I can't even use that. Because now when you look on the internet, you got these niggas going in here putting fake hair lace fronts on top of their head and getting dreadlocks, braids, and everything else just like a woman. This how bad the world didn't turn to. It's so soft now where you got supposed to be men in the streets that keep themselves together more than women do. And women, that should be irritating to you when you think about it. That should be really irritating to you for you to have a man that at the nail shop more than you. Or a nigga that pamper himself. He in the mirror, you trying to get dressed, and this nigga in there got you running late because he's taking all the time trying to make sure his eyebrows is arched. You feel me? I never did. I don't care if people talking about some of it's gang banging, probably be, but I never trust a man that arches eyebrows. You arch your eyebrows, I don't trust you. I don't know what you got going on. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what's up with you. If you take time to look in the mirror and say, "Hmm, I think March might shit a little bit over here. I'm gonna make it look smooth and sharp over here." Nigga, something wrong with you. Females, if you ever can look at a man, see, this the thing that be killing me because these women meet these niggas and they be like, his nails was so clean. He go get a pedicure, manicure. He got his nails looking so clean and nice. He smells so good. Oh my God, you just gotta meet him. And then you go home with that nigga and then he be like, baby, you know what I always wanted? I always wanted you to stick a dildo in my eye. I always wanted a woman to put a dildo in my butt. It's a nigga in Vallejo right now work at a barbershop. It's a nigga in Vallejo work at a barbershop. I ain't gonna say the name of the barbershop. I'm not gonna say the name of this barbershop. But listen, listen, it's a dude in Vallejo, California working a barbershop, right? And I know anybody from Vallejo who listening to this knows or know the nigga. This nigga, and how I know personally that this is facts. I read the text messages. I read the text messages. This ain't allegedly. This is for sure. It was that. That's why I said I'm not gonna say the barbershop, but he one of your local nice barbers out there. Young guy, like early 30s, maybe late 20, early 30s, something like that. Maybe even like 30 something. Um, he tell a friend of mine in a text message. He says, "I always wanted to have somebody penetrate me with a dildo." Mm, mm. These the dudes at the barbershop, right? And I always got into it with barbers. I always did for some reason. I always got into it with barbers because I feel like barbers get too close. Some barbers know how to cut your hair where they stay they distance, they stepping back, they looking at you, they lining you up. Then you got them barbers who try to put their dick on your shoulders. They sitting there like this. Yeah, boy, you gonna be nice when I get finished with you. And you like, bro, why you keep bumping my shoulders? Why you that close to me cutting my? Can you even see cutting my hair from that goddamn close, nigga? What the fuck wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like I used to get into it with barbers all the time, man. Like I just not comfortable with barbers. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying all of them like that, but I'm saying a lot of them finger licking popping mud jumpers is fruity. They fruity. I don't know what it is about them. They want to rub their body up against yours while they cut your hair. This dude in Vallejo told this lady in his motherfucking text message that he want her to play with his backdooria. His backdooria. Crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't know what kind of people you dealing with now. All these so-called gangsters. It's like what that boy the game said. The rap of the game. Like I don't know how you. I ain't saying nothing, so don't take this the wrong way. I don't know how you spend 2 years with Puff Daddy and don't do no music, and everybody finding out what Puff Daddy is into, right? Um, allegedly. Um, yeah. So I don't. I just don't understand. You gotta watch these dudes look at you, mean mug you. The gang said these dudes be mean mugging. You be thinking it's a problem with them. and he be really checking you out. It was a movie I saw one time that fucked me. Look, this movie threw me on. I'm watching this. Well, first of all, it's a lot of movies that I don't watch a lot of. I used to be a real movie head. And I don't watch a lot of movies like I used to do because these movies is just. It's like when I watch a movie, I can predict what's gonna happen in the movie for some reason. It's like as soon as I watch a movie, I'll be like, oh, I already know what's going on. Whoop 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 whoop. It's like so explainable now to me. Like I can. So I'm not interested as much into movies. But it was a movie I watched one time, and it was a couple that was sitting down at a table eating, and it was a couple that happened to walk into the restaurant, right? But the couple standing in line at the restaurant, the guy look over at the dude eating, and they start mean mugging each other to the point where, like, they had problems. So I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's about to pop off. It's about to pop off or something. So one dude look at his wife, he said, "Excuse me," and he get up and walk to the bathroom. So while he in the bathroom, the other guy see he walk to the bathroom. He get up and say, "Yeah, I'll be back, baby." And he walked to the bathroom. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's finna go down the bathroom. These dudes finna get in either have an argument or they finna scrap or something. They get in an argument. By the time the other dude get in the bathroom, the first guy washing his hands. So dude go in the bathroom, look at him washing his hand. He walked to the sink, couple of sinks over from him and get to washing his hands. So I'm like, what the fuck going on here? And then I turn around and look, and these dudes look at him. He said, "Hey, brother, you have something in your eye." He said, "I do." He said, "Let me get it out for you." Put it out his eye and gave this dude a weird ass look. I said, "Oh, turn this shit." Turn this shit. This ain't the shit I want to watch. I'm sorry. I ain't got nothing against you people, but I don't want to watch you. I don't want to watch two men with hair on their face like mine lip locking. I don't want to watch two men with hair on their face and two men, period, that's hugging on each other, talking about this my boyfriend. I don't want to see that. Someone asked me, what if one of your sons turned out to be gay? Would you accept it? And I said, I would have no choice but to accept it. But my son's going to know that his father is a manly man, which means that when you walk in my door, you're going to walk in my door respectfully. There's not going to be no lip locking between two men. We're not having that. We're not gonna do it. We're not having it. You know what I mean? We're not having it. I don't want to see it. Don't even introduce that nigga as your boyfriend. Just say this your partner. So I might back in the days people be like, yeah, this my partner. It make me think now back in the day when people say this my partner, and you be like, oh, that's your partner. Yeah, this my partner. Is that what that really meant? Cause niggas was real close back in these days. You see them two niggas, they together all the time. Is that what that really meant? I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying though. Can y'all tell the truth? You feel me? Yeah, but man, it's been a lot of things going on the internet, and it's been a lot of things going on in my personal life, and it's been a lot of things going on, period. You feel me? But one thing I can tell you, one thing for sure, and two things for certain, right? That I take everything with a grain of salt, like a grain of salt, man. I just look at it and keep it pushing. I smile at it and keep it going. You feel me? Because it's like what people don't realize in life is we all gonna have some kind of the same experiences. We all gonna have some kind of same experience, some of the same emotions in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when people kick people when they down, you gotta understand. Oh, it was a group of niggas kicking niggas when they was down. When it was a bunch of when somebody was down, oh, it was a group of people over there kicking them while they down, stomping, trying to spread his name through the mud and things like that, or her name through the mud or whatever. You feel me? But when the roads get reversed and people are stomping your name through the mud and doing all that shit. And now they looking like, oh, now they want to vent. Now they want to listen. What's good for the duck is good for the gander. You can't sit here and be thinking everything cool. That's why I don't rock with nobody, man. We live in fake ass times. The people in your face be fake as fuck. That's why I don't rock with nobody. People don't fuck with you because they say you a real one. They don't fuck with you because they see your heart. They fuck with you because of what they can get up out of you. If they can't get nothing free up out of you, you have no use for them at all. They like, what is the use of me dealing with you if I'm not getting nothing about it? This is the times we live in. That's how people think. So to avoid them situations, I just don't put myself in people's business or in people's situations. I stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to nowadays. You feel me? It's when you think about it, it's just too much going on in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they got this little girl, man. It's crazy because they got this little girl who actually unalived a police officer on the real. She actually unalived a police officer. You know what I'm saying? So it just, you know what I mean? It just make you think like what she got to experience mentally at 6 years old for the rest of her life for protecting her mother and make you sit back and think, right? Yeah. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too much, man. You know I ain't did nothing on Facebook, no nothing in a little while, cause I've been really concentrating on promo and things like that. Like I'm working in different, trying to build up different fields of everything I'm trying to do right now. So I really ain't had time to really rock with nobody. And then at the end of the day, it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't just fuck with nobody. It's just that at the end, I'm starting to realize the shit just weird out here, man. You gotta understand, like being, I'm not a punching bag, right? I'm not a doormat. You feel me? And relationships, like you grow out of relationships. You feel me? That's the thing about life. You grow. Sometimes you grow out of relationships with people. You grow out of family. You grow out of people because when you see somebody that keep repeating the same shit over, and you about changing, doing better with your life and being doing something positive and having something, you can't hang with people that only got or deal with people that only got negative things popping off in their life. Because like they say, you hang at a barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut. You feel me? So you start hanging with this negative person long enough, you're gonna start thinking negative. You know what I mean? So that's why I choose to be like, nah, I'm cool because I start realizing like I would be chilling around people and it'd be cool for a minute, for what I'm saying, first few times you chilling. But then I start noticing when negative shit come around, like niggas come to me like, yeah, man, woo, because they think I'm finna jump off the porch for them and go all in for them. Like when I was in my younger days, I used to be like that. But now the older I get, I realize like, nah, you nigga won't even jump off the porch for yourself, and you expected for me to jump off the porch? Nah, it ain't going down like that. So I said, you can be sitting in court on stand testifying on me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm straight. So, I'm good. I'm good. I just want to let the people know everything good. Niggas still straight. You know what I'm saying? Um, Stockton is cool. I still don't really, what I mean, like rock with it like that, but it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I still don't fuck with the people out here like that. I mean, there's some cool people I done met out here, but some weirdos everywhere though. You know what I'm saying? Oakland is weirdos, and Vallejo's weirdos. Sacramento is weirdos everywhere. So I don't think it's just in this city. It's just that, and out here, like I got a few peoples out here, but I just don't really rock with nobody. I just rather fall back and be to myself, man, because it's too much fugaziness going on in this world, man. It's too much. The politics in this game is so fake now. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just watered down. You feel me? Anyway, this was one of my another one like the other one you did, and I was just tapping in with my peoples, let them know what's happening. Let them see that your boy is still doing his thing. Ain't nothing stopping me, man. I'm still got that smile on my face. I'm still doing me, man. You feel me? Ain't gonna continue to do me. That's the problem. I'm gonna continue to do me. So, I done had people hit me and say the craziest shit to me, and I be like, damn, niggas be feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I get it because, like I tell people, I'm like a light switch. I turn on easy and I turn off easy. Just as easy, you know what I'm saying? I turn off just as easy as I turn on. You feel me? So and I get it. And my thing, what I mean by that is not saying, I'm saying like when I got my mind focused on something and I'm trying to handle something, everything else is obsolete. I'm not even worried about nothing else. I'm focused on this. And when I get this right, then I tune back in, I tap back in. You feel me? If you somebody that fucked me over or crossed me in some kind of way, and yeah, I really don't be tuning in or tapping in with you, it's only because I already know I already know it's nothing good can possibly come up out of us really rocking with each other. You know what I'm saying? Being around each other good. We see each other speak, hey, what's happening? We just happen to bump heads and we chopping up. That's one thing. You dig what I'm saying? That's a whole nother thing right there. You feel me? But as far as me hanging and chilling and let's go hang out, I can't do all that because I just look at it like you played me once, then you'll play me again, and I'm not finna good play like that. You fool me once, it's cool. Fool me twice, it ain't gonna be twice. You know what I'm saying? I done had them sections when I was younger where niggas play you and you keep giving them chances and then you realize, man, I might have to do something to this person. So let me just leave him alone. So I just fall back from people, family and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because family fuck you over quicker than the people on the streets will. So just a reminder of that, and I think y'all all know that already. Anyway, I wish y'all a wonderful, blessed day. Hope your day is uh hope your day is blissful. Hope you have all the blessings that you asked for and everything come your way. If you tuned in, thank you. If you didn't, thank you. I don't give a rat's ass. If you like it, thank you. If you don't like it, thank you. I don't give a rat's ass. If you share it, thank you. If you don't, thank you. I don't give a rat's ass. You feel me? We're not. A lot of you people be forgetting that I only know you motherfuckers through Facebook. So it ain't like I ever hung out with a lot of you motherfuckers. I do know a lot of motherfuckers on here. I done have them spent the block on Facebook a few times. You feel me? But what I will say is, I don't know half of you motherfuckers anyway to get in your feelings about the shit I say. So it's not gonna make me feel no kind of way if you decide to say, oh, fuck him, I ain't fucking. It's cool. I only want the best for you. May God bless you and everything and all your endeavors. See it? Anyway, y'all have a peaceful one, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the Core Report brought to you by the Red Knight Special. This is Word on the Net. And I'm your boy Nut, who really just don't give a fuck. But anyway, it is what it is.